Yo, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all the other episodes, stop by raprankings.com or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. Track 5, Let It Go, featuring Moulz Mel, produced by Ninth Wonder. 7-.
Flat 7. Ding me, baby. I have to talk about this.
Please do.
This one might have actually been leaked out before the tape even came out.
Okay.
As a means to kind of hype the tape. I'm not 100% on that, but I recall maybe that being the case. On paper, I was very excited for this. I saw featuring Mos Def. I said, oh, it's true. It's true magic.
Right.
But, how do I say this? I wonder if, when they got, the Mos Def feature for this, or when they got, that Wayne feature we played on the Dedication 2 review on Get Back, as fans of those artists, were they disappointed? Because I was, as fans of those artists. I'm a big Mos Def fan, and I'm a big Lil Wayne fan. But those collabs let me down. And I don't know if it was just a situation that's I'll just mail you a verse. Email.
A verse. Right, just any old verse.
Not really get in the studio and kind of feel it out. Right. But this was the era. This is 06, so this is when we reviewed True Magic. This is the year he did True Magic. Mm-hmm. He raps really well on Fake Bonanza on True Magic. But at the time, and I probably mentioned this in the True Magic review, I felt like his heart wasn't totally into rapping. He wanted to make more songs singing records and whatnot. But I think Mos Def's fan base didn't really want to hear that from him. They wanted black on both sides too, basically.
Dope beats, dope rhymes.
Basically, yeah. I mean, and that's why I feel the Ecstatic was so well received, is because there's only 2 singing records on there out of 16 or something.
Right.
And it's, him on Mad Lib and Oh No beats and whatnot, kind of feeding that core audience what they want from him, as opposed to what I feel, at least, he really wanted to do. Now, that was obviously not the case with Lil Wayne in 07 when he sent them a disappointing verse, but, not all Wayne verses in that era were, home runs. Some of them were, I would say, somewhat phoned in.
It happens, Even greats have
it's just
off
a shame because on paper, this is a collaboration that I feel like should be better than it is. I love the beat.
Do you?
Oh, I've always loved this beat. I wanted
I like
so
the
much
sample. I don't like the drums or the drum pattern.
Okay, I'm not mad at that, but I've always all my hopes will be inside.
Yeah, the sample's money. Sample's money.
Do-do-do-do-dum. Boo-dum-dum-dum-dum. I was really digging this beat. Mos Def does the thing that he's talking so dangerous, flavorous, big hit, lick your lips, you could savor it, so refreshing, no regression, host a session. He's just saying shit.
Lick your lips, you can savor it is bad. Just the image of it is bad. Because I think of that's like you just ate something. It's it's just residual. No, that's not savoring it. Let's go
This was the period where he would just go on these tracks, and I know Mos wasn't really hungry for rapping because he was spitting these verses, fantastic, dynamic, blah, 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 blah. Black Dante, Mr. Fonte, perfection. He's just saying shit.
I do enjoy this sequence. Harry Gorilla Combat, no Rogaine. I make that ass drop like Soul Train. I think he has a triple entendre in here. Don't even ask me how. I feel like when he said I put my town on the map like a star without the car, he kind of let it breathe a bit. And on the surface, it's like, okay, it's not much to that. But I really felt like there had to be more since he paused. And I think like a star, when you think of a map, like the little key or the legend, like, usually like the star represents something important. Also, too, like star maps in Hollywood. And 3, like me, like I am the Peoria. I put my town on the map. I'm a
Not
star.
that he's in a group called Black Star.
I'm quadruple entendre.
We know about now.
Well, listen, you
Black
only
Star
help
review
my case.
out now.
Definitely out now, Patreon exclusive.
And Black Star remix of Let It Go out now as well. It's in the folder if you want to play it.
Oh.
You'll hear Quali's verse. I mean, I don't like when Quali outshines Mos Def on a track.
Wow, the biases.
I'll just say it. Like, I'm a bigger Mos Def fan than I am a Quali fan. So, not to say Quali doesn't have some shit too, but when Mos is on autopilot, like, it's so upsetting to me because when he's not, he's one of the best. When he feels like
I feel you. Because it's like, in theory, someone would be like, what? Like, you got a dope verse from somebody. That's all that matters. But it's like, no, but when you're a bigger fan, like when you come to a record for someone and they're like the weakest link, it hurts. Yes. Yeah. So.
And that's how I feel about it. Like, I think Mos Def has the worst verse on the song.
Wow.
Because he's just doing the thing that he did a lot at that time that just pissed me off. Like, saying a bunch of ill nothings, basically.
Okay. Well, let's check it out. Black Star remix of Let It Go.
And justice for all. Make boogie, absolutely. Yeah. Make boogie, absolutely. Yeah. Make boogie, absolutely. Yeah. Justice for all. Hold up, let's go.
Be with you in a second, so sit tight. Sometimes I be doing my body wrong just to get right. Red mics, rap life, make me attack like a pit fight. Grab a flashlight to go maraud in the midnight. Blackout like summer New York nights, red hot. Flowing like lava, exploding out the bedrock. Moving on the block like white, blue, with red top. Radio edits, reverse my curse like red socks. International, passport is dog-eared. And my songs here longer than dog years. Fly coast to coast, yo, check it, it's all clear. Respect is my currency, you ain't gotta count it, it's all there. My name is Arabic/Ghanaian. Got chicks from Jamaica to Pacific Rim, Asians, it's all love. My bias just my love for the Irish. I don't fuck with silly broads, I only fuck with the flies. Never fuck with hard drugs, they provide us. Like over the counter, these niggas flounder like a fish out of water. It's about to be some shit now, get your recorder. No crimes to make the paper, I'ma hit the reporter. Yeah, God might direct me to whoop your ass. Enjoy your laugh, cause we bring it back to Brooklyn fast. With my man Black Dante, Big Pooh and Fonte, producing classics like Ninth Tech and Kanye. Yeah, now dangerous, M-Def, flavorish.
Okay. All right.
This one goes in order of, like, worst to best for me. I don't love how Pooh started on this one. You don't know about me. You don't know my life. I hate you don't know my life. You don't know. We know enough, okay?
I like it. But I like diary raps. So, it does straddle a line of like, that sort of frequency where it's like, yeah, when people get on that, you don't know what I've been through, right? Like, it's like, oh, nigga, tell us then. Like, then why?
But the thing is, you have told us, though. We've listened to 2 Little Brother albums, a mixtape before this one, and you guys are pretty forthcoming about your lives in your music. So to say we don't know about you is just false. We know about you.
Yeah. So in their case, right, we know more because they let us in more than most rappers would. So I
get it. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. It's the DJ Drama mixtape. They're hoping to maybe capture the ears of some people that don't.
Right, different audience here.
But I know, okay? So I don't need to hear I don't, because I do. But after that whole sequence, when he starts talking about Big Doe always told me rap with a chip, I'm going to do you one better, I'm going to scribe with a dip. When he goes on from there, good verse, Fonte, I liked his whole verse on the record. And, it just kind of went in order of worst to best for me, unfortunately. And that kind of bummed me out back in the day because, you know, I wanted more from this. And to an extent, I still do. You know, it's a flat 7 for me.
Can't blame you at all. You know, when the guy you show up for is the guy who does the worst.
I didn't show up for him. I was already a Little Brother fan, but I don't know, man. I just get let down by collaborations a lot. And then randomly the collaborations that I don't expect to be anything are like, you know, that's the story of doing the show. You see on paper, you're like, oh, this song is going to be the best one. Or at least have the best feature. And then it ends up being some like random song featuring K Camp. And you're just like, how did this happen?
You know, higher margin of error with those collaborations. You add more people.
Expectations.
And right, expectations.
This is a victim of expectations. That's what I'll call it. And I still like it. But yeah, I can't hide my disappointment about this one.
It's why I don't go up when track lists drop and it's like, oh my God, this feature, this, like, we haven't heard the fucking song yet.
Like, I'm going to say it right now, and we can get to it later on, but I think Superstition has the best feature verse on this entire mixtape.
I like his verse.
And I like Superstition. Going into this, I knew who he was. I had bought his Deadline EP. I believe his album Chain Letters had come out, and I bought that. He was the highlight of the OK Player True Notes compilation for me, him and Nicolet's song. And, like, sure, Little Brother and Superstition, they've worked together, though, you know? Like, it's not necessarily the one that's like, oh, wow, they got Super on here. Like, I kind of would expect them to. They run in the same circles. Whereas Mos Def is like, ooh, Mos Def? You know, like, they got the Mos Def feature? Damn, this is going to be good. And then Mos Def kind of phoned it in my opinion. If he talks, literally, if Mos Def says, like, so dangerous at any point in his verse, you know it's a phoned-in Mos Def verse. Also, if he rhymes fantastic with dynamic.
All right, those are the things to look out for. Signs that you're listening to a whack Mos Def verse, you know, the listicle.
But he can have like 10 out of 10 verses, so I hold him to a pretty high standard, you know?
As you
and this verse, hit the drop now, Azalea Banks.
Wow. That's harsh.
Just not up. Do you have just the isolated? It's not up to our fucking standards.
No, I don't have it.
All right,
just gonna have to get the whole thing.
No, he doesn't deserve the whole thing. But
okay,
we need the isolated, not up to our fucking standards. Okay,
right? Yeah. Okay,
Little Brother, good job.
I mean, hey, they thought he did all right because he's like, I want you to Ponde replay drama.
Oh, I popped huge for that.
Fire
when they're doing the run back. You know, buck, you know? Good stuff.
Humor on this tape.
They have, listen, I'll talk about it more when we do the minstrel show, but at that show, their chemistry together, their stage presence, the way that, like, when one guy was rapping, the other guy would, like, drop down and do fucking push-ups. Some of the banter in between songs between Fonte and Big Pooh. One of the best rap live performances that I've seen with just a DJ. You know, there's no, like, bells and whistles. There's no, like, you know, stage direction or anything like that. It's just, like, you know, basically Ninth Wonder, DJing, playing the beats and whatnot. Big Pooh and Fonte rapping. No hype men, nothing crazy like that. They had features. People would come on stage and whatnot. But very polished performance.
Just sounds like three dudes with chemistry and presence.
I mean, if you ever get the chance to see them perform, I would take it if I were you. You know, they're back together now, so
right.
There's a chance they may
charging
tour.
Too much because, you know. I can't just be giving money out, but for them, I think it's worth it. So I'll see it, and if they come,
It's
they
not
might
every
come
day.
to Peoria.
It's not every day. They may come somewhere close to it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if
I'll
they
be on
go
the
to
lookout.
Peoria proper because we know about that place. Until I clean it up, there's no interest in.
Hey,
going
Little
there.
Wayne wasn't too good to come to Peoria. Okay. What was that, like 2015 or something?
When was the last time the Fed rolled through there, Mel?
Oh, they'll
Was it when
actually
you
be
went?
here. They've been running ads. They'll be here in November.
For what? TV
Just
or
a
house show?
No, they don't never shoot no TV here. It's, house show. I may catch that, depends. But
You should do what you did last time.
show up at the inn and beg to be let in.
Yeah, well, why did you have to beg to be let in again?
I was willing to pay because the show had been going on for hours at that point.
No.
I had to work.
I'm saying get your ticket ahead of time, but show up like an hour and a half, 2 hours into it, so you only catch like 3 actual matches. You probably see Roman Reigns.
No, I mean, I'd like to see the whole thing, from the beginning to end, but,
I kind of like the vibe you pulled last time. It was classic. I heard the whole thing through the phone.
It was a vibe. It was a vibe, showing up and just catching like the final couple few. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. But
I'm gonna start doing that for sure.
I liked rapper Big Pooh's intro, but maybe it's because like that I'm in that rap mode. Like, y'all don't know everything I go through to record. Okay.
I have a confession about rapper Big Pooh, by the way, other than the fact that I think his solo album Sleepers is very underrated, and it's called Sleepers. Would you imagine that? I refuse to call him rapper Big Pooh. I just call him Big Pooh.
He's Big Pooh. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's Big
So
Pooh.
for the entirety of this review, I will never be referring to him as rapper Big Pooh. I've never referred to him as such.
Yeah.
In iTunes, he's Big Pooh. He's fucking Big Pooh. He does sometimes, he has that ad lib rapper.
Yeah, there are moments on this tape where he tries to get that over with me, and I'm just like, I mean, there's lots of rappers, man. There's only one Big Pooh, Yeah, I like that. What do you say? Borderline great, best in all states, 50 plus some dumb niggas, huh? If you you can hear me. I speak clearly. I pop for that. That's some I presume it's some Southern shit where it probably originated, but I've heard family members say that. Like, if you say you can hear me. Your face get played because you're trying to watch your back. My man, seen many niggas go like that. Just life raps. And Fonte comes in, I love this. Call it music. I call it my life performance. Call them fans. I call it my life supporters. Okay, this is rap. This is that rap talk. Final note, you can't bottle me up. Shit, I'm a well of inspiration, nigga. I love
Classic.
how his nigga hits at the end of verses. It always feels like it's personal. It's like it's impact. It's not just like, little thing to sprinkle on. The Fonte nigga is its own thing. It's very special. But that's all I gotta say. Yeah.
His punchlines are, I'd say
They
8
actually
out of 10.
punch.
8 out of 10 times very clever.
Yeah.
He occasionally will give me like a very almost dad joke level one sometimes.
What's the one you from Charity Stars? I think when he said Tennille, the Tennille one.
Oh, Captain and Tennille one? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Told me Tennille. Yeah.
I'm the captain
Moulz
who
hit
told
that
me.
old brother.
No, she's the captain that told me Tennille.
Yeah, okay. But for the most part, you don't got to worry about that with Fonte. So, yeah. You want to move on?
We can't let her.
Hey, I was definitely thinking that a few days ago, but it's nothing you can do. I'm gonna show up Like old boy from different. Baby, please. We haven't talked in like fucking 13 years. Like,
she's off to Never Neverland, and you can't save her. Okay.
Oh, fuck. All right. Yo, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all the other episodes, stop by raprankings.com or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform.